Hey guys, welcome back to This Place, and if you are new, then welcome here for the very first time. I'm Carmen.
I'm Calvin.
And today we are watching Season 2, Episode 5 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You have certain notes that you hit whenever you're going through your intro. Hi guys, and welcome to This Place. And you're like singing a song to yourself while you're talking. Like, Avatar, Season 2, Episode 5.
Last episode, we had Swamp People and Zuko returning to the mask and the blue spirit persona because, you know, that guy was a real dick to Iroh. And yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes for Zuko assumingly, that's not a word, assumedly, he's going to continue with this blue spirit thing.
No, just assuming that he stays with it.
Yeah.
You don't have to assumedly or assumingly.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I assume that they wouldn't have showed it again if they weren't going to then show it again. Yeah. So, I'm excited to see where that goes, you know. Don't need to see the Swamp People again, but if we do, that's fine.
You really didn't like them, did you?
No, like in editing and everything, like it wasn't as bad as
It grows on you
a little bit,
like a fungus.
Yeah, exactly. But we're leaving all of that behind and seeing where we're gonna go from here. So let's just get into the episode. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I hate it. I hate it so much. That's horrifying. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I really hated that as well.
Momo, you need to be a little more sensitive to my boundary.
Okay, honestly, you would be glad if you knew what he was actually doing.
Yeah.
Fire Nation?
Give up! You're completely surrounded!
Is it?
My scrolls! My staff!
Who are these people?
Yep!
Wait, my boomerang!
There's no time!
Oh, I see. So there's time to get your scrolls and time to get your staff, but no time for my boomerang?
That's correct.
I mean, to be fair, they realized it a lot sooner than you did.
Yeah.
I feel like I've lost part of my identity. Imagine if you lost your arrow, or if Katara lost her hair loopies.
Her hair loopies.
Yeah, she has hair loopies.
Have a nice Avatar Day.
Avatar Day?
You guys are going to the festival, right?
So it is like a parade or something.
There's a holiday for the Avatar. Who knew? Look! They made a giant Kyoshi.
Yeah, I was like, Kyoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. He looks very
Having a
judgy.
huge festival in your honor is great.
Oh, I feel like this
Frankly,
is actually going to be
it's just nice to be appreciated.
What if they're like, it's a festival to hate on the Avatar?
Now a torch, that's a nice prop. It's bright, dangerous.
They're going to light it on fire?
It smells manly.
What's that guy doing?
Down with the Avatar! Down with the Avatar!
Yeah. Kind of saw that coming. Stealing their food.
Where did you get these?
What does it matter where they came from?
That party pooper's ruining Avatar Day!
It's the Avatar himself! It's going to kill us with its awesome Avatar powers!
No, I'm not.
I suggest you leave. You're not welcome here, Avatar.
Why not? Aang helps people.
Yeah. Why do they think he's gonna kill them?
It was Avatar Kyoshi. She murdered our glorious leader, Chin the Great.
Maybe he wasn't so great.
We used to be a great society before you killed our leader. Now look at us!
Ugly.
Yeah.
Did you see his hair?
No.
Ear hair?
I saw his... Yeah, I did. Sorry, I was confused.
The only way to prove your innocence is to stand trial.
I'll gladly stand trial. I need you guys to help prove my innocence.
How are we gonna do that?
Yeah.
The crime happened over 300 years ago.
That's okay, Sokka. For some reason, I thought you were an expert detective.
Okay, I guess I am pretty good.
So you'll help me with my case?
Fine, but I'm gonna need some new props. I'm ready.
Okay, he's Sherlock Holmes now.
This is the footprint of the killer Kyoshi. It was at sunset 370 years ago today that she emerged
cemented.
from the temple and struck down Qin the Great.
This temple and this statue were cut from the same stone. And we know that the statue was built after Qin died.
So if they were built at the same time, that means...
Shh! I want to solve it! That means Kyoshi never set foot in this temple.
He needed
We
new
need
props.
to go to Kyoshi Island.
It's cute. I like it.
Elephant rat.
It's cute. I like it. What the fuck?
It's a fanboy.
That was a bit much.
What's Suki up to? Is she around?
Actually, she and the other warriors left to fight in the war. You kids had a big impact on Suki. She said you inspired her, and she wanted to help change the world.
Oh, well, that's great.
He wanted to see her.
Mm-hmm.
That's her kimono.
She had exquisite taste.
Please don't touch.
These fans, they were her weapons, no?
Also refrain from touching the fans.
These were her boots? Her feet must have been enormous.
The biggest of any avatar.
This girl you're talking about, she'll come around. You just gotta hang in there.
You think so?
Sure.
Yeah.
You're a catch.
Don't be afraid to tell her how you feel.
Always subverting expectations.
This ceremony didn't take place at sunrise. It took place at sunset. Look at the shadows.
So what?
If Kyoshi was in the ceremony at sunset, she couldn't have been in Qin committing the crime. She has an alibi.
We did an investigation and found some very strong evidence.
Evidence? That's not how our court system works.
Then how can I prove my innocence?
I say what happened, and then you say what happened, and then I decide who's right.
Really?
That's why we call it justice, because it's just us.
That's insane.
I'm about to tell you what really happened, and I will prove it with facts. Fact number 1. You see, I have very large feet. I was in a painting at sunset, so there you have it. I'm not guilty.
He's dead.
That was such a bad explanation of all of the evidence.
Yeah.
Even if you did capture the Avatar, I'm not so sure it would solve our problems. Not now.
It wouldn't have then either.
In the darkest times, hope is something you give yourself. That is the meaning of inner strength.
I'm going to call Avatar Kyoshi herself.
Is it Aang dressed as Kyoshi?
Well, she is Aang's past life. Maybe wearing her stuff will trigger something.
Hey, everybody. Avatar Kyoshi here.
This is ridiculous. For the murder of Qin the Great, this court finds the Avatar.
Oh, shit.
I killed Qin the Conqueror, a horrible tyrant. Qin was expanding his army to all corners of the continent. I warned him that I would not sit passively while he took our home. but he did not back down.
Oh, he was tiny.
On that day, we split from the mainland. I created Kyoshi Island so my people could be safe from invaders.
So, what just happened?
You confessed?
You kind of confessed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I find you guilty. Bring out the wheel of punishment!
But, like, your king was guilty of being a piece of shit.
A tyrant.
Yeah.
We no longer have anything to gain by traveling together. I need to find my own way.
Why? I do not approve of this.
Wait.
The accused will now spin the wheel of punishment to determine his sentence.
Is one of them being eaten by a shark?
Looks like it's boiled in oil.
This is a very weird place.
We've come to claim this village for the Fire Lord!
You, Avatar, do something!
Gee, I'd love to help, but I'm supposed to be boiled in oil.
There, community service! Now serve our community and get rid of those rhinos!
Oh, he's using Kyoshi's fans. It's pretty cool. Nice, boomerang.
You do always come back!
That's so stupid. It's funny because he's still dressed like her. Or his face is still
From now on, we'll celebrate a new Avatar Day in honor of the day Avatar Aang saved us from the rough rhino invasion. That's our new festival food. Unfried dough. May we eat it and be reminded of how on this day the Avatar was not boiled in oil.
Oh my god.
They ruined this festival.
Yeah.
Happy Avatar Day, everyone.
Don't eat too much.
Don't eat any of it.
This is by far the worst town we've ever been to.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
Oh, Sokka.
Agreed.
It's gonna swell in your gut and split you open.
Yeah. I mean, that was a weird town. Okay? Like, I don't know. They had some issues. What? What?
Oh, it was just a crazy episode.
I did enjoy it. Just in case it sounded like something.
You did say... It did sound like you said you didn't enjoy it.
No.
Yeah.
I did. I liked it. It was weird. I like learning about Kyoshi, though. Like, more about Kyoshi. Like, I think that the warriors of Kyoshi are really cool. I like how they're all women and they're strong and powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And Suki.
Suki.
Okay. Suki.
Suki is from True Blood.
True Blood. I know. I get confused. It would have been nice to see her again. But I think that now that we've returned to Kyoshi and mentioned her, and we know that she's out fighting the Avatar, or not the Avatar.
She's fighting the Avatar!
She's out fighting the Fire Nation. Then I think, dear Lord. Then I think that there is a possibility that we're going to see her again. So that's cool. foaming mouth guy.
You saw that? I was waiting for you to see the credit. Yeah, Byron McKittrick.
I mean...
Which... Let me look him up.
I do appreciate that they had a fanboy instead of just, like, fangirls. So, like, I appreciate that. But it was so funny and ridiculous. Although people do sometimes act like that, so you know what. Jennifer Hale. I know her. Sounds really familiar.
Huh. So, Byron McKittrick is a pseudonym for Brian Konietzko. He is a writer, producer, and head of an animation department in Nickelodeon.
It's funny that he made a pseudonym for his voice acting. Look up Jennifer Hale.
Oh, I mean, she's very...
I know, I want to see her face, so I know why she sounds so familiar.
You probably don't know her face very much.
She does look familiar. BioShock Infinite. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, now I know. The town is a very strange town. They have some pretty weird laws, and their explanation for why they call it justice, because it's just us, is ridiculous.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed that when they said that the Avatar had killed the king or ruler or whatever he was of that place, that there would have been a good reason, you know, maybe he deserved it, you know, like he was probably a tyrant, like he ended up being. And the funny thing is, like, the Avatar didn't even really kill him, like, kind of, but like he just fell off the edge at the end, you know, like he could have just stepped back.
Yeah, he
like,
could have.
I thought that, like, she, like, fully killed him, you know what I mean? Like, instead of, like, he died as a result of what she did, so kind of, but, like, yeah, I don't know. It was cool that she showed up and, like, told her side of the story, but that she also wasn't, like, apologetic or anything about it, you know? She's like, yeah, I did kill him, here's why. And also, like, I freed Kyoshi from the confines of having to live under this tyrant, because...
Well, not only, like kept Kyoshi from being conquered, but, like...
She just fully, like, separated
She
Kyoshi.
separated a peninsula
yeah.
from the mainland and turned it into an island.
She's
like, if
badass.
that's not some Avatar level shit right there.
Sometimes I wish that I could do that. Just be like, well... But, like... I don't know. But then also not have anybody else on my island.
Yeah.
Except for, like, a few very small people.
Very small people.
Not, like tiny people, like...
Like the Conqueror?
No. Like, a select group of people that is small. Although I would have to get, like, internet and shit on this island because, like, I am very much a modern person.
I thought you were going to say, I am very much a model. I need to upload all my pictures.
Yeah, I think we both know that's not true. If you look on my Instagram, it's mostly cats. Our cats are models.
Same, I think. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Our cats
Most
are
of the
models.
pictures that you have me tagged in are of cats, I think.
No, I think I tag the ones of you and me. If it's like your birthday or our anniversary or Christmas and it's snowing or something.
Maybe.
Anyway, what a mood is my point. Avatar Kyoshi, we love her. She is pretty cool. I would like to know even more. Like, I think it would be a really cool thing for Avatar to do. I don't know that they will, but they do a really good job, I think, of when they do, like, the flashbacks. Like, we learned about, like, how Omashu got its name, even though that was just, I don't know what it's called. It's not, like, stop and go, but it was just, like, a little animation.
Stop motion?
Stop motion?
You always say stop and go when you mean stop motion, which I get. Motion is to move and
Yeah.
go is to
go. But stop motion, like, is that what it would be referred to as? Or
I think
if
it
it was
would
just
be,
like little animation, it wasn't like.
It wasn't like.
But it wasn't like animation. I don't know.
It was like paper cutout animation.
Yeah.
Or like something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. I mean, it was very much like. I mean, it's all hand-drawn animation, but it was like a drawn piece of art.
Yeah, exactly.
As a still, and it like either like moved or like showed motion that way.
Yeah, exactly. That was cool. Like, that's kind of a tangent, but what I was trying to say was I think it's really cool when they tell these past stories. Like, we've met Roku and seen a little bit of his story, and we've met Kyoshi and seen a little bit of her story now. I think that it would be really cool to, I don't know, do that more even, you know, because I think Kyoshi's a really interesting character, and like just learning this little bit about her, I'm like, spin off, like, you know, like I want to see more of her.
Oh yeah, there's a huge movement online for like Kyoshi.
Yeah.
Like an original series.
Like an original series. Well, I mean, they're doing like all this Avatar stuff now, right? With is it Paramount Plus?
I think so.
I thought Sokka being Sokka Holmes, you know, Sherlock Holmes-esque, which is clearly what it is a parody of, you know, because the hat, you know, the monocle.
Weird hat, the monocle which, for the magnifying glass, the weird pipe thing.
Yeah. It's like
It's
Sherlock
very much
Holmes.
paying homage.
Yeah.
To possibly his least favorite.
Yeah.
Character.
I mean, yeah, definitely Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's least favorite of his characters. But it's what we know him from, sorry, dude.
Yep.
Like, it's what made you famous.
It's, didn't he also do Musketeers?
Did he?
I think he did.
I have no idea anything
I feel
else
like
he
did
did.
Musketeers, but I don't know.
I literally only know him from Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, no one else really cares about.
You know, which he would love. So
we could strap some magnets to him and generate energy from the amount of times that he's spinning over in his grave.
But I did really enjoy that. I like, as you know, I like the BBC Sherlock and stuff. Obviously, Sokka was nothing like that Sherlock, or really any iteration of Sherlock Holmes that I've seen. But, you know, he tried, bless him, and he did figure some stuff out. So, you know, along with Katara, who helped, and I loved at the end when like she was just so fed up and done with not being able to contribute that she was just like,
yeah,
like, go away, like, I'm done.
Well, they were the ones that like talked him up real big and everything and convinced him to do it. Like, what did they expect?
They like pumped up his ego,
and now
you have to deal with the consequences.
You have to deal with consequences. It's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Sokka was the one that said, "We're going to Kyoshi Island."
Yeah, and then
which
like
might have been slightly motivated on the fact that he wanted to see Suki. But we'll give him that because it was a legitimate lead, and
I mean, if it's like
they got all of Kyoshi's stuff together and then put it on Aang, and then Spirit of Kyoshi came and possessed Aang, and
I was gonna say, like, that was my thing the whole time, like, that I was thinking, I'm like, why doesn't Aang just try to contact Kyoshi? Like, he's talked to Roku, like, so many times, like, why does he not just sit there and do his little thing and try to talk to Kyoshi? Like,
he didn't want to meditate in prison, he just wanted to get relationship advice from other prisoners. So good.
I do think that partially why Sokka wanted to go to Kyoshi was, you know, Suki. And although, I mean, like, like you said, like, I'll give it to him because, like, he had a purpose, and then it's like a bonus. Like, if I happen to see this girl that, you know, they kissed, right?
She kissed him.
Yeah, okay. That kissed him. Like, you know what? It's a bonus. But unfortunately, he didn't see her. But I do hope that we'll see her again in the future. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see about that. I really liked Yue. Like, I wish that she was still alive so much because I just liked her a lot. She was really cool. She definitely had, like, Daenerys vibes. you know, like with the white hair and the like royalty aspect of it and everything. But I mean, I love Daenerys too, so.
Did you see all of the punishments that were on the Wheel of Punishment?
I saw a lot of them. There was the shark eating somebody.
Yeah.
The cooking, which I thought was water, but apparently was oil, which makes it even worse. Like, boiling water would be horrible and horrific way to die, but boiling oil is, like, even worse. And then, okay, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Like, the dough, which is in and of itself a punishment. Their Avatar Day is horrible now. I mean, it was horrible before, but at least they probably got tasty food.
It
looked tasty.
Sokka got some delicious fried bread.
Yeah.
Which, oh my gosh, have you ever had fried bread?
Mm-mm. But I love bread, so I'm sure I would like it.
So good. I
want to, like, maybe we should do, like, a cooking thing at some point, and, like, we should try to recreate, like, Avatar stuff.
Stealing Blind Wave ideas.
Yes, you're the only people who've ever cooked anything on YouTube.
Joking.
Anyway, but we should do a cooking thing, because I think that could be cool, like recreating Avatar recipes. I don't know. Let us know if you think that would be fun.
You know what that means?
That we have to get an island for the kitchen.
Yeah. And we have to clean the kitchen.
Boo for that. Yay for the island, though.
I mean, yay for the island in general. We just need an island.
I know. We do need to check IKEA for that kind of...
We have like 3, maybe 4 feet of uninterrupted... No, I can't even say uninterrupted counter space.
No, there's definitely like a sink in the middle.
There's a sink in the way. It's like 18 inches over here, and then like 2.5 feet over here with a 45 cut on it, because that's the way to the back door and the basement.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Which, to be fair, we love the kitchen and is infinitely better than our old kitchen.
So much better. There's running water.
Yeah. The dishwasher works.
The dishwasher is amazing.
It is.
They left it behind.
I know.
Those idiots.
Those very nice people that
sold us their house.
Yeah. Anyway, the Wheel of Death was what I was thinking of. And then there's one tiny spot that's community service.
Yeah.
And then everything else, like, I only saw, like, the shark and the oil and a bear hugging somebody, it looked like, to death.
Eaten by bears, eaten by shark. I actually kind of want to go back and try to see...
What? The wheel
better.
Oh, the dough. The dough.
Yeah, I'm trying to see.
Okay, yeah, there was one where a naked person falls onto spikes as well. I remember seeing that. It's like right there next to his helmet. Fire. You're just... Oh, burned at the stake. You're part of the Salem witch trials. Oh no.
Eaten by shark.
Bear.
Boiled oil. I think that is bed of nails. Burned at the stake. Eaten by bears. Eaten by sharks.
Boiled
in oil. And then there's 2 at the bottom that we can't see.
Well, one is community service.
Yeah.
Anyway, any of those ways of dying is horrible, especially when you consider the fact that you don't actually get any sort of a fair trial. You just have some weird old man being like, this is what happened, and I decide that that's what happened by,
Yeah.
It's like...
I say what happened, you say what happened, I decide who dies.
Yeah, it's not even like the audience or a jury or... It's like...
The audience? This is Jerry Springer.
Kind of. But yeah, it's not like any impartial anything is involved in this. So that place is horrible. Now their festival is also horrible because they eat unfried dough, which never do that. That's just a bad idea.
Yeah,
you're gonna get really sick. You should not do that.
Yeah, the dough will rise in your stomach because of your body heat, and you will have to either have emergency surgery or get your stomach pumped.
Anyway, I think that that's all that we have to say, that jumbled mess of jumble.
Enjoy editing.
Yeah, I will not. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to talk about Zuko and the Blue Spirit and Iroh and how he is gonna go off on his own now, which I do not approve of because I think that Zuko needs Iroh. Iroh is like his Jiminy Cricket, you know? He's like his little conscience on his shoulder, you know?
Zuko needs
guiding.
He needs guidance, but mostly he just needs a friend right now.
Well, I think Iroh's his friend.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like he needs somebody besides Iroh.
No,
I think I agree. I think
he
that
needs Iroh and only Iroh.
Well, not only Iroh, but
only Iroh.
But I do think that Zuko is in a dark place, understandably, because he's been through a lot of shit, and this one hope that he had for reconciling with his father, becoming Prince Zuko fully again, is kind of slowly slipping away. And I think that that's going to be very difficult for him because he very much cares about his father's love and approval, and he still thinks for some reason that his father's a good person. I mean, again, he has a blind spot because it's his dad, but
yeah,
he thinks that there can be some sort of reconciliation. And I think Iroh, being older and wiser and knowing his brother even more than Zuko does, knows that that's not really a possibility. If it ever was, it's definitely not now. And I think that Zuko is still under the illusion that it is possible. And I think that's a lot of where they're butting heads, because Zuko's kind of willing to do whatever it takes to get that reconciliation, whereas Iroh is more keenly aware of the fact that nothing he does will get the reconciliation that he wants with his father.
The big thing about Fire Lord Ozai is he has like all of the I don't know, accomplishment of having a child that he needs.
Yeah, with Azula.
Like, she's being preened to, you know, be a general and lead the armies and stuff like that.
I feel like her attitude towards Zuko and Iroh and just people in general is very indicative that she was raised by Ozai. And I feel like that's Ozai's attitude towards them as well. Like, Azula didn't seem to care about being reconciled with Zuko or Iroh. Like, when she was talking to Ty Lee, she's like, you know, my annoying old uncle or something like that, you know? Like, she's like, yeah, I'm just trying to find him. It's not like even Ty Lee was like, oh yeah, he was funny. Like, you know, I liked him. But Azula shared no sentiment with that.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of broken.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I think that...
And she was laughing when her brother got...
I mean, yeah. And I think Ozai is, like you said, he's completely fulfilled of having her as a daughter and completely willing to write Zuko off as, like, a loss, you know? Like, it doesn't affect him. He's not struggling. He's not like, I'm trying to do tough love so that he'll come back stronger. I think that he genuinely doesn't give a shit about Zuko anymore. And he's like, the only extent to which he gives a shit is that Zuko carries the family name and he doesn't want him to embarrass him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like Ozai, even though it's voiced by Mark Hamill.
Mm-hmm.
Worse than John Winchester, because I think that John Winchester at least did give a shit about Sam and Dean.
In his way.
Yeah, in his own way. I think that he cared. He just cared more about protecting them than whether or not they were happy, safe, well-adjusted human beings. As long as they were alive, that was what he cared about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that maybe later in life, spoilers, had he been given a chance to have a later in life, you know, he would have maybe grown to regret that was what he cared about above all else. But, you know, he didn't have that chance. Like, Ozai, I don't think Ozai's top priority is keeping his kids alive. I think his top priority is the honor of the Fire Nation.
I think it's like that really messed up thing, like, you know, he would rather have a strong kid than, or he would rather have a dead kid than a weak one.
Yeah.
That's what I should say.
now I think that really is all that I wanted to say about this episode. Disappointed with Zuko a little bit. I hope that he can continue to grow and change.
Yeah, he was using the blue spirit persona to like provide for his uncle and stuff like that, to try and
make him happy
and make himself feel good. Like Zuko is definitely like a giver.
Yeah,
he likes to give and he likes to serve, but
I think he's missing the point. You know, like Iroh said, tea, like good tea, tastes just as good if it's from like a shitty cup or a great cup. You know what I mean? Like an expensive cup or a cheap cup, essentially.
A porcelain
kettle
and a tin cup.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically, like, it doesn't matter what it's in. It's going to taste good. Like, I don't need these fancy things to make me happy, because as long as I have stuff that's good, it'll still be good, even if I don't have the fancy stuff to put it in, right? And, like, I really liked his quote about hope and how, like, I can't remember exactly what it was now, but I really liked it, and I liked what he's trying to do with Zuko. But I think that he didn't fight it, because I think he knows, even though I obviously want Iroh to be there to guide Zuko, I think maybe Iroh realizes that Zuko has to find his way on his own now. Like, he's old enough. Iroh's taught him what he could.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to him to kind of...
He needs to have a little bit of on his own.
Yeah. I mean, which he's never had. You know, he's... Being a prince, I don't imagine you ever get time on your own without the weight of anybody's expectations on you. You know what I mean?
Probably not.
So,
I mean, you can see that from princes now.
Exactly.
Bringing it back around.
And I think that's all that we have to say for real this time.
For the fourth time.
For real this time, though. Yeah. If you want, you can like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you thought in the comments down below, which is already what I just said when I said you can comment. So anyway, I can't talk sometimes. If you want to see the next episode, it is available on Patreon, which is linked in the description below. And that is it. Until next time. Bye, guys. I said that's it again.